Hey guys, welcome back to Just Jared Gaming. My name is in fact Just Jared, but you guys can just call me Jared. Now today, I'm back from PAX. And how we're going to kind of do this video is I'm going to show you a lot of the stuff that I got from PAX. And that'll lead into basically a lot of what I did at PAX. And then I'll actually show you guys the stuff that I filmed while I was there after this. And the only reason I'm doing that, I'll provide a voiceover as well for that content or that video. The only reason I'm doing that is because I did record my voice as I was filming what was going on at PAX, but it's too loud at PAX and the audio is just too loud for you to really hear what I was saying, and it'll just make it easier for me to order and organize out the video for you guys. So I'm going to show you guys what I got from PAX. I am back. It was fantastic. I did not record as much as I wanted to, but there is some good stuff there, and I'll show you what I got from PAX. We'll talk about that and we'll get into all the stuff that went down, so let's do it. So here's the amalgamation of what I got at PAX. All this stuff. It's a lot of crap, but we're going to talk through it all. I did this kind of video every day after PAX in my hotel, but it was just too weird and too just repetitive, so I'm doing it all right now for you guys. We're going to talk about each and everything here, so let's get started. First off, we're going to start off with this goldfish and this granola bar, because you probably see that. I did get those from a dev, actually. I also got this shirt. Let me turn this around for you guys. Shit. There we go. I got the shirt, Firewatch, right here. I don't know if you know what Firewatch is. Really good game. But I got this shirt from the same place as this. I talked to the devs at Firewatch, and he was eating food. He was apologizing for it, and I was like, dude, I'm hungry too, don't worry. And he went back and got me that goldfish and that granola bar. What a guy. The devs at Firewatch, they were great. I'm glad I got to see them. But anyways, into the more serious stuff. So I've got these 3 postcards here. This was from Yonder. I talked to the devs, Prideful Sloth. Yonder I also cover on the channel. You might have seen a video on that. It was great. Talked to the developers. I didn't get to get back to them and play at their actual booth. I played Yonder at the PlayStation booth though. It was really cool, like I expected it to be. And I might see these 3 posters. Let's talk about Runic Games for a bit. A big thanks to Runic, obviously, for the Pax East passes, because that's how we ended up going. I was at the Runic Games booth for a long time, multiple days, just chilling out there. I bought these 3 posters, so that was insane, and then they ended up giving me these pins. I was gonna buy them, but they ended up giving them to me because they're just that cool people. We got a Hob patch as well, and a Hob little postcard thing as well, and then this Hob Sprite buildable thing that I can make. So a lot of stuff from Hob and a lot of stuff from Runic Games, and they were really good people, really cool. I met everybody there, talked to everybody there. They knew who I was, which was super dope. Didn't think that would ever even be a thing, and that happened a lot with the games I cover. People just kind of knew who I was when I went up there and said my name is Jared, and they were like, oh, just Jared from YouTube, and that's just so cool, you know, that I never would have thought that would even be a thing that would happen. I thought I'd have to explain myself and all this stuff, but no, they knew who I was. I also had a private hands-on with Hob that Runic Games, you know, allowed me to do, which was so good. It was so cool. Thank you so much to Hob and Runic Games. I'll have the video up on that private demo eventually, so make sure you guys look out for that. But thank you so much, Runic Games. It was so fun meeting you guys, so fun playing Hob. Hob is amazing, just like I thought it would be. But anyways, we're gonna move on. I got to see Think Geek. Think Geek was there. They had a lot of stuff on sale, but I didn't buy anything. I got this quarter right here. This quarter I got from PAX. A random lady walked up to me while I was eating food and gave it to me. I don't know what the heck that was about, but thank you, random lady. This is a card from a game called Refactor, which is a nice looking indie puzzle game that I'm gonna do a video on. The devs are really cool. All the devs, you gotta get this thing straight, right? Here. All the devs were amazing. Everybody was there, everybody was friendly. There was nobody going to an indie game and bashing on it endlessly because it looked like crap. Everybody was supportive, everybody was cool. All the devs I go and talk to, tell them I got a YouTube channel, all this stuff, they're really supportive and they really want to know and they're really interested because, you know, they're as much as a fan of their game as you are a fan of their game. And that's what a lot of people were telling me, that people really do care. It doesn't matter how big or how small you are, they all care about what you do. So it's really cool. All the devs are really nice. All the devs were great. They wanted my business card for my YouTube channel. They wanted my email address. They wanted me to send me alpha codes to play the game, to try it out, to talk about it. So everybody was awesome. So I just wanted to get that out so I don't have to say it over and over again. Every dev that I met was amazing. So thank you guys for being supportive and taking the time to actually talk to me while I was at PAX. This is a Blizzard thing that, well, this is like, Blizzard was there, but they had like a huge merchandise booth, like insane. I was gonna buy a $75 Diablo 3 print that was signed by the artist, but the line was wrapped around the booth 2 times, so I was like, no, forget that. I wasn't gonna wait that long. These are a lot of business cards I got here. Some of them I honestly don't remember what games I got them for because a lot of them don't have the game name on them. But I'll when I find out, and every game that I talk about in this video will be linked in the description to their official website, because once again, I do want to cover all these games that I talked about and that I met with the devs there at PAX East. So all the games and the links to their stuff will be in the description. If I can remember them, that is. I got this business card. This is Grid. It's a game that's coming out. It's kind of like a cyberpunk shoot-'em-up game and things like that. I didn't get around to actually going back and playing it, but it looked really cool, so I'm going to have to do some looking and digging onto that. Now, I also got this. This was from the Firewatch devs as well, which is just telling me that I'm a junior ranger. Kind of cool. They had a really nice booth there where you could like take a picture in the uniform of the junior ranger and things like that, so that was cool. We're going to go on to this right now. This is Pop Cannibal. Zyba, who is the one of the devs at Pop Cannibal, he invited me to his office space to talk about his game Make Sale privately, and that was probably one of the best experiences I had in Boston. So thank you, Zyba, if you're watching this. That honestly was a really good experience, and we talked about his game and did other things, and it was just really cool. It made me feel a lot more important than I think I am when it comes to YouTube and things like that. When I know I should think of myself highly or higher than that, but so thank you, Zyba. That was really good. One of the best experiences I had in Boston. These are all cards of games that are made by published by Annapurna, and they had an Annapurna booth there. So it has What Remains of Edith Finch, which I did get to play a 10-minute demo. Amazing. I didn't get to play the 40-minute demo though, because that is a bit long and there was a line. This is The Artful Escape of Francis Vendetti, which is like a adventure game that's 2D, but you use like a celestial guitar to move around. Really cool. Then there's Gorogoa, which I didn't get to play because the line was really long, but nevertheless it looks really cool. Then here we got Mass Effect Cards Against Humanity themed cards. We went to the Mass Effect Andromeda panel, which was insane. It was huge, so many people there. You'll see footage of it. Maybe I'll throw it in while I'm talking about it. And at our seats, there was actually the Mass Effect Andromeda Cards of Humanity cards that we got, so that was really cool. And they showed off a mission of Mass Effect Andromeda. Awesome stuff. I threw in my business card here because I don't know. Why not? There's tons here anyway. We got a lot of pins. We got Sundered pin. Sundered, amazing game. Definitely going to cover on my channel. Freaking just badass of a game. I'm not kidding. Sundered, check it out. This is a Yonder pin. We already talked about that. Yonder was great. Dead Cells is another indie game. It's kind of like it's a like Metroidvanian style roguelike. Really cool. Didn't get to play it, but watched a lot of people. This is a thing from Boston. We got Stonehearth, which I got a pin and lanyard from only because they were throwing them to everybody. And I got a Hand of Fate 2 one, which I also did get to play. Hand of Fate 2. We'll talk about that in a second. So over here I got a poster of Chasm and a little postcard of Chasm and a little business card of Chasm. The devs over there were really cool as well. Now Chasm is like a 2D Metroidvanian style game. It's kind of like got pixelated graphics. It's really nice. I actually got to play it. It was really, really good, really fun to do. So I'm going to be covering Chasm on my channel probably as well eventually. We have Dead Cells over here. Dead Cells looks amazing. It's like a loot gathering roguelike Metroidvanian style game. I got it's by Motion Twin. I got their business card as well, so big thanks to them. That game is probably one of the most hyped up games I am for now that I've seen it. That as well as Sundered. Sundered looks amazing too. I got this Conan Exiles comic. I didn't read it yet, but I did get one. And then last but not least, for sure not least, I got to talk to, let me reach over here, get this frickin' box. I got to talk to the guys at IndieBox. Right there, IndieBox. And they were really cool, so big thanks to them. Indie Box is basically like a company that, if you know what Loot Crate is, Loot Crate kind of puts different stuff in a crate and sends it out as far as gamer apparel and things like that. Indie Box, and it's a subscription thing. Indie Box is a subscription box where basically they make collector's editions of indie games, which is really cool, and they handcraft these things and they put an instruction manual in it. You get the game, you get the soundtrack, and you get other collectible items as well. So I actually went and bought one. I bought the Hand of Fate one because I love Hand of Fate, and the second game is coming out soon, and I did get to play it, and it was amazing. I actually had the developers sign my Hand of Fate indie box, so big thanks to you guys because you guys were awesome. I was at the Hand of Fate booth a lot, honestly, trying to get to play Hand of Fate 2. I didn't get to play it till the last day, but the developers were awesome. I had them sign my indie box, and they were like really cool with it, so that was awesome. But yeah, and then the Hand of Fate indie box came with the instruction manual, came with the soundtrack right there, came with this little pouch that had all the Hand of Fate cards in it, so that was really cool as well. Awesome indie box. Thank you for that. I got the 1-month subscription and all that because they had a PAX special. They also gave me these 5 free indie games, so that was awesome. A lot of stuff from Indie Box. I can't wait to actually talk to them more and see what they got going on over there at Indie Box. And I can't wait for this month because they got a cool indie games coming out with it. But anyways, that's generally all the stuff. Oh, we have my PAX tickets here. Can't forget about these PAX passes right there, and I got the Stone Hearth, the regular PAX lanyard, and PlayStation 20th anniversary lanyard. The PlayStation booth was insanely cool. PlayStation booth was awesome. They had tons at the PlayStation booth. They had Crash Bandicoot at the PlayStation booth. They had Nex Machina at the PlayStation booth. They had Yonder. They had MLB 17. Oh, they had tons at the place. They had What Remains of Edith Finch. They had a lot at PlayStation booth. So that was really cool. But anyways, I'm going to show you some of the footage that I took. This has gone on pretty bit of a long time, but this is 3 days of stuff I gotta talk about, so it's been insane. So here's some footage, and I'll talk to you guys about what I actually did at PAX. So let's talk about what went down at PAX. So everything was going smooth. We got to Boston, the plane was fine, and basically we ended up, this is the beginning of the story, right? By the way, this is going to be extremely rambly because there's no way in hell I'm going to be able to tell you guys exactly what went down at PAX, what we did, all this stuff in a linear, really good fashion. It's going to be really rambly, so I'm just going to go into it, you know, and you know, you guys can stay and watch or listen or whatever. I just want to talk about what everything that happened at PAX. So we got to the Boston. Basically, something happened with me being able to rent the car that I purchased. And we basically had to find our own way around Boston without a car. They wouldn't let us rent a car, so we had to find our way from walking around to asking random strangers, to taking a train, to taking Green Line, Red Line, whatever the heck those things were, subways. We had to take cabs, a bunch of stuff to get where we had to go. So that was kind of stressful at the start. We were kind of late to PAX the first day, about 3 hours later than we wanted to. And then by the time we got to PAX, we had to wait for our passes because we won them through Runic Games, me and my friend. We won them through Runic Games, so we had to wait for Brian Ward, who works at Runic, to bring out our passes, which took about another 40 minutes. We were standing out in the cold. It was freezing while we were there in Boston. I'm mostly used to the weather just because I used to live in New York, but it was really cold. Anyway, I don't remember, like, between first day and last day of PAX, it's all a blur. It's insane, though. We walked in the first day of PAX. We walked into the expo hall, and that's like this big area where you have all the booths set up. You have Runic Games, you got Bethesda, Blizzard, Nordic, you got everybody there. You get Twitch booth, you got PlayStation, Xbox, you know, Microsoft, everybody's got a booth. You know, anybody you can think of game-wise. I mean, there's a lot of companies that weren't there, but there are so many. There's unbelievably large amount. And I just remember me and my friend Richard walking up and going down the escalator, just masses of people where you can walk nowhere. There's so many TV screens, there's cameras flying through the air of recording, there's people holding huge cameras recording. You got a Twitch stage where they're live streaming and all this lighting and camera set up. You got things hanging from the ceiling, you got things popping out of the walls like giant creatures from some games they had huge statues of. You got people running around, you got people winning contests, screaming, you got a band playing, There's just so much going on. It is insane. You got television screens hanging from the ceiling, you know, showing off, you know, Prey, the new game from Bethesda was there, showing off a lot of trailers. You had people playing competitions on Mario Kart. All this you could see just from going down the escalator is insane. The amount of stuff that was going on, way more than I thought would be there. So first day, I think the first thing we went to, I went straight to Runic Games and started to introduce myself to them. And you know, one of the things that was the coolest, the ultimate thing about the trip was the fact that I think there was about 6 game developers who knew who I was just from me saying my name, which was insanely cool because I don't think of myself, like I think very highly of myself, but on YouTube, not so much just because of the vast majority of people out there who do the same thing I do. Not exactly, not a lot of people do cover indie games, but a lot of people cover games in general kind of like the way I do. You know, there's different changes I think that I do differently, but I don't think I'm this big, you know, picture in the grand scope of things. So when people were coming up to me, or when I was going up to them, let's say I went up to Runic Games, and I'm terrible with names, so I apologize for everybody at Runic and everybody that I met. I met so many people, it's impossible for me to remember everybody's name. I remember some people at Runic, but the fact that I go up there and shake their hand, and I'm like, yeah, my name's Jared, and they're like, are you JustJarrod from the YouTube channel? Hey, we know who you are. And I'm like, that's so cool. They were telling me, Runic Games were telling me that they were watching my videos before they came to PAX, telling me that they were watching the video I did last on their new demo. Just, it's so cool to hear that. And Sierra, I know, was saying, Sierra from Runic Games was saying that they watched my videos. Everybody was saying that, and that was so cool of them. And I just want to thank them once again for the passes, for letting me have a private demo with them, all that. It was super awesome. Spaces of Play was there, a guy from Spaces of Play who makes Future Unfolding. Unfortunately, I didn't get to play it because there was so much I didn't get to play. But he was there, and he knew who I was. Or kind of remembered. You had Rhyme, the game Rhyme was there, which I covered. Tequila Works was there, and they knew who I was once I said my name. Let's see, who else was there? I'm trying to remember. There's just so many people I met. Yonder was there, another game, Prideful Sloth, and I walked up to the developer there. I was like, hey, my name's Jared, and she's like, wait, I know who you are. You're JustJarrod, aren't you? I was like, oh my gosh. I was like, it's so cool. It's a weird feeling, kind of like the feeling when I started No Man's Sky channel, and I was talking to people on PlayStation when the No Man's Sky thing started, and I would say, hey, I'm JustJarrod from YouTube, and people would start freaking out. That's basically how it was, and it's so weird to think that they know who I am, because I think there's so much like more importance, I guess. You know, it's weird that they know who I am. If you kind of get what I'm saying. But I've rambled too long. That happened quite a lot. You know, like I said, 5 or 6 developers knew who I was, which was just awesome. And they, you know, were thanking me for talking about their game. They wanted to know why I was talking about their game, why I decided to cover it, and, you know, basically all the same. It's just I like talking about unique games that need to be heard of that aren't. But, so Runic Games was cool. The PlayStation booth was amazing. They had Yonder, they had Nex Machina there, they had Rhyme there. Nex Machina I covered on the channel. I got to play it. Oh my god, it's so good. So good of a game. I can't wait for that to come out. What Remains of Edith Finch was there, and actually that just got a release date today. I can't remember the exact day, sometime in April. But I played that. That was amazing. Talked to the publisher Annapurna there, and played the other games that they had as well, which were all awesome. There was just so much going on as far as what was happening in PAX. The first day, we also went to the Mass Effect Andromeda panel, which was insane. Absolutely insane. The line of people, just masses of people going to line up at this place. And it looked like you would see, like I used to watch E3, or I do watch E3, like on Twitch streams, where you have the giant TVs, and you have the huge crowd, and all the seats to sit in. That's exactly what it looked like. It was just for Mass Effect Andromeda. We got to see a mission in the game, and, you know, the developers had a Q&A, and it was hilarious, it was fun, it was great. That was another really good highlight. I do have some footage of that, which I probably just showed up. But as far as recording, we didn't go anywhere except for really the expo hall, because I was talking to developers, giving them my business card, you know, talking about YouTube, talking about their game, learning about it, getting to sit down and playing and things like that. So there wasn't much to record, and we didn't go to a lot of panels as much as I expect. As far as like we went to the Telltale Games panel, which was cool. They talked and shared some of the Guardians of the Galaxy new game that they're making, some of the screenshots from that, which was awesome. And you know, we went to the Mass Effect one. We went to another panel, but some issues happened time-wise, and the panel basically was boring because nobody showed up for it. But that was all we went to. We didn't do many panels as much as I thought we would, because there was just too much to miss at the expo hall. There was so much. 3 days was basically the expo hall, and I didn't get even close to as many things as I wanted to see and games I wanted to play. Mainly it was me just going around talking to all the developers, learning about these games that looked really cool, and then walking away because the lines were, you know, long, and I wanted to talk to other people and meet other people. That was probably the highest, you know, the most high point in the trip was the people, because everybody was, you know, friendly. Everybody wanted to talk to you. Everybody was supportive to the indie devs and other devs, and that was really cool. Nobody was there bashing other people's games because they looked like crap or things like that. Everybody wanted to play, you know, at least something, and there was no booth that was empty, which was amazing. That was really cool to see. A lot of games I played, there's no way I'm going to be able to name them all in here, but I'll try. Chasm was a game. I don't remember the devs' names, but Chasm looked really good. There was a lot of 2D Metroidvania style games at Pax East, which is awesome because I love those kind of games. There's just Dead Cells. Chasm looks great. I played Sundered, which I'm definitely going to cover. Holy crap, probably one of my most anticipated games now that I got to play it. Sundered looks amazing. I got to play Hob. I will have a video up on the private demo. They let me record the private demo. I got to ask them some questions, you know, while I was playing about the game and things like that, and I loved playing it as much as I knew I would. So I got to play Hob. I didn't get to play Rhyme, unfortunately, but I did watch some people play it. Got to play Yonder, which was cool. Like I said, Next Machina, What Remains of Edith Finch. I played the short demo, not the long demo, but it still was cool. I played another game. I can't remember the title, but you had like a crazy like celestial guitar. I'll probably do a video on that because that was really fun and really unique. What else? What other games did I get to play? There's just so many. I didn't get to play Crash Bandicoot, the remastered version, because the line was always packed. What else did we do? You know, there's just so much. It's hard to think and remember every single thing that we did. IndieBox is another thing. IndieBox, those guys over there at IndieBox were so cool. They were so chill. Talking about, you know, what they do as a company. I bought one of their indie boxes. I bought the Hand of Fate one because I love Hand of Fate. So they're really awesome. I got a 1-month subscription from them for their PAX exclusive deal. And actually, the indie box, I do believe this month or next month is going to be Typo Man, which I did a video on. So that's just perfect, because then that's the game plus a bunch of collectibles that comes in the box and things like that. Freaking amazing, just perfect, you know, coincidentally time for that to actually happen. And Hand of Fate, the devs, they were there as well, Defiant, and I got to talk with them, and they signed my indie box, and they were really cool. I got to play Hand of Fate 2, which is really, really good, and I can't wait to actually be able to play that and dig into Hand of Fate 2. I'll probably be making videos on all these games, like I was talking about, in the all the games that I mentioned in the video where I was showing you all the swag I got. I'll be covering all those games. You know, all the developers were really cool about it. They're like, yeah, just email us, let us know. We'll, you know, send you Steam keys. We'll invite you to out to demo and things like that. And inviting out to demo is really great and really cool. You know, obviously right now it's gonna be hard because I'm out in the middle of nowhere. Everybody else is crazily in like cities, Seattle, Boston, Texas. I'm in the middle of South Carolina. You know, not around anything. So demoing is kind of tough, but eventually, hopefully, I'll be able to get to that stage in YouTube where I can just go demo things and try them out. Because indie developers are great. Like, just talking to everybody, they're all supportive. They're all like really hyped about their game. Another game I didn't get to play, but I talked to the devs, was Gardens Between, and that looks fantastic. That kind of looks like a Rhyme. It's like a puzzle game, but it looks like Rhyme in a way, and it has, you know, a lot of the cool art style like that. It just looked like a beautiful game. I didn't get to play. I kind of forgot to go back to them, like I forgot to go back to a lot of games. There's just so much going on, so many people, you know, rushing, you know, all these different directions, and you see all these different things. Being there 3 days, you know, it was crazy. I was there for 3 straight days, and I didn't realize there was a Firewatch booth until the last day, and I stopped by to talk to the devs there, and they were super cool. They were they got one guy I talked to, once again, can't remember their names, but was really friendly and gave me some food because I was hungry, because they had so much of it. But you know, Firewatch is an awesome game, and I just wanted to tell them like how much I enjoyed it, which, you know, you would think they would get not tired of hearing, but kind of used to hearing, but they were really cool about it. And you know, that's how everybody acted, so that was just amazing to see, amazing to hear and actually interact with all these developers that make the games that, you know, I play, which was awesome to see and awesome to hear. Honestly, it was really cool. You know, thinking back to when I was playing Firewatch, I never thought I would meet the developers who made Firewatch. Even though Firewatch is an indie game made by a small team, I never thought I'd meet the developers of Firewatch. I never thought I'd meet the developers of Hand of Fate. Never thought I'd meet any game developer in my life, for that matter. So meeting so many, there's so many people I met, it's unbelievable. We also, me and my friend, were invited to Pop Cannibal, which is Zyba invited us out there. So big thank you to him. That was a great experience. He made Pop Cannibal is making a game called Make Sale right now, which you might have seen I cover on the channel. I did a video on it. He invited me out to his office to you know, check out Make Sale, and that was a great experience. I'm not going to talk too much about it, just because I'm not really sure as much as information that I should just throw out there. So yeah, but it was an awesome experience chilling with him, and he was a great guy. He was really funny, and we had a great time doing that. That was awesome. That was like a legit private demo in an office space. You know, it was really cool. So you know, I can't say, you know, I can't say anything else about it. It was just awesome. And he didn't want to take away from my PAX time, which was totally fine because it was definitely worth it. I didn't think it wouldn't be. I'm trying to think of other things that we did at PAX. The hotel was great. The hotel we were staying at had a giant chessboard built into the floor, which was sweet. It had an indoor pool. We didn't do any of that because we were sleeping all the time we were there because we had to get up early for PAX. But there was just an insane amount. I met a friend of mine named Splain that I play games with there. I met a friend of mine named Rope that I play games with there. So that was all cool. We played Rocket League. Once the expo hall closed, on the second to last or last day, I can't remember, they had a PC free play area and a Microsoft Service free play area where you just had like hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of computers and hundreds of Microsoft Surfaces all lined up, and you could just sign up and play whatever game you want that's there. And me and my friend Richard just sat there and played Rocket League for a while, and it was really cool to just chill and play a game, you know, with all these other people playing and just having a good time. It was so awesome. So if you ever get the chance to go to PAX, go to PAX. It's insane how much is happening. It's insane how cool it is. It's insane how insane it is, right? I didn't get to see Jacksepticeye, my favorite YouTuber. The line was just insanely long. We got there 2 hours early, and I was like, there's no way in heck that I'm standing here for that long because I'll miss out on all these different game developers and indie games I've never heard of. So I didn't get to see him. I did get to see a YouTuber I do watch. His name is Neat Mike. He's a Rocket League YouTuber. That was an awesome experience. I made a fool of myself probably because just like I took a picture with him and it was terrible looking, and I just cringed looking at it. And I was kind of awkward. I don't know if I was. It was weird. I've never met a YouTuber that I watched, so that was the first time ever. It was gonna be Jack, I thought, but I didn't know Neek Mike was there until you know the day of or the day before. So I got to meet him. He was really chill. Hopefully, I wasn't just looked like an absolute loser talking to him. I mean, I was like rushing around a lot, and there was a lot going on in my mind. Who knows? But it was really cool to see him. So thanks to him for actually stopping and chatting with me and all that. That was pretty dope. Not gonna lie. I'm trying to remember some other things that went down. There's just so much, and I keep saying that, but you don't understand. Like, you'll see the video, the amount of people. And I'm sorry for only getting really the expo hall. Because that was just where we were all the time. It was insane. They had like Mario Kart tournaments, they had bands, they were giving away all this stuff. Lucid Sound is another booth I stopped at, which have really good headsets. I almost bought one, but the only reason I didn't was because I wasn't really sure if I was going to need the money to go back to where I was coming from. So I didn't end up getting one, but they were really good headsets. I got to try them out. So if you ever need a headset, check out Lucid Sound. Really good headsets, a really sleek design. You know, the people there were great. The people there were really cool and funny. So that was good. They gave away some headsets. I didn't win, obviously, but it was still a nice experience. But one more thing before I go, I do want to congratulate Runic Games. They got Best at Show for E3. There were so many people playing Hob. It was insane. I honestly, as much as I know how cool Hob is, I wasn't sure how many other people knew about Hob. And I'm glad to see, you know, so many people. The line to play Hob's demo was always wrapped around their booth, and I'm really happy for them that they actually got, you know, a lot of, you know, kind words. They were getting tweeted at all the time throughout PAX. People saying they love the game and they can't wait for it to come out. I really think it's going to be super good and really popular when it releases, just because of how it looks, how unique it is. So I want to give them a big congratulations, and once again a big thanks for actually allowing us to be there at PAX, allowing me to have a private demo there. Absolutely a dream come true being able to go to PAX, a dream come true being able to meet developers, a dream come true being able to have a private demo. I had 2 of them. You know, that's insane. That's really insane. Thank you guys so much. But that's it for this video. I think I remembered basically a lot of what we did. There's tons of games that I played, so there's no way I can remember all of them. Tons of devs I talked to, no way I can remember all of them. But all these games that I actually played, I have the business cards, I have the, you know, how to get to them, how to contact the devs. So I'll be covering hopefully each and every one of them on the channel, so they'll pop up in the future for sure. But anyways, guys, if you enjoyed this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up for me. My voice is just, it's starting to fail right now. I had to scream all the time at PAX to talk to anybody, and I feel it happening again because I've been talking all day today. But I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, give it a thumbs up for me. Make sure to subscribe for indie coverage, any kind of coverage. You guys know the drill. I cover No Man's Sky, I cover indie titles, I cover some AAA, but not many, mostly indie and No Man's Sky. But anyways, guys, that's it for me. If you enjoyed the video, I already went through that. I'm really tired. I hope you guys have a fantastic day. Until next time, peace out.